the teeth on that blade are not aggressive enough. So I don't know what's going on there. The locking mechanism for the telescoping section doesn't snap back in place like it's supposed to. So I probably won't be using this saw much at all. We'll let the family member who bought it, we'll let them use it. But I do want to take that branch and make a bow drill set out of it. So hold on. Got it right here at this fat part. That's what we got. There's the spindle, which we'll let it dry and warp and twist and do all it's going to do. Then we'll make it round. And the fireboard. Water oak. Let's stick it in the dehydrator. There is no better biscuit in the whole world than a Bojangles biscuit. Well, I never found anything at the flea market yesterday. And here it is at the end of the day 2 that this has been in the solar powered dehydrator. I usually leave them in for 3 days in the sun, but I'm anxious to see what it'll do. Let's take them out and try them and see. Ooh, that one is twisted. And the fireboard's about the same. All right. Surprisingly, it feels completely dry. Once again, I don't have a perfect cylinder here. I attempted to get that point on center line with the spindle, this way and this way. And here's the fireboard. Fireboard's still twisted some, but I think it'll be all right. And let's go ahead and do a shavings tinder bundle. That's what we'll use to put our ember in. Let me go see if I can find a place on the ground that's out of most of this wind, and we'll go ahead and do a burn in. All right, here's a Fatwood bearing block. This is that pine tree crotch that we quartered. I will put a link to that video right here. Probably 2 months ago. And been using it for a Fatwood bearing block. Let's see what we can do with it. checking to see how tight it is. My shoelaces has gotten wrapped up in my bowstring before, so that's why you see me tuck them in a lot. All right, let's burn in the water oak. And I'm going to save all of this dust. It's fine and powdery, just like we need to have it. Let me go ahead and cut the notch. Hold on. Let's do 100 slow and easy strokes with the bow. See if this really did dry out in just 2 days. All right. Water oak on water oak, Fatwood barren block. The oak was alive and still growing, had green leaves on it less than 2 days ago. Tomorrow morning at about 10 o'clock will be 2 full days. And we're gonna try the shavings tinder bundle. If it don't work, then we'll just make another ember and go ahead and do the leaves. All right, it went out. I think it went out. Let's give it some more. This time we'll do drying cycles. And drying cycles is drying out the working ends, the tip and the divot with friction. So I'm gonna bow drill, and when I see smoke, which is actually steam, I'm gonna let up on it. And I'm gonna do that 2 or 3 times, and then that should pretty much dry the working surfaces out, and then we'll go for the ember. So there may be too much moisture in this dust pile, so I'm gonna push the dust pile back just a little bit and maybe get some drier dust down in there. Let's see how that does. Go ahead and put my tip back on. Let's try that. Let's see if we can get this water oak to produce for us. We'll do about 3 drying cycles. All right, let's go for the ember now. Don't know yet if it's caught. We'll see here in a second. Not yet. Let's go ahead and push this to the side and get all new dust this time. Almost sweated into it right there. And I don't want that point on there, so I'll take that off. This will be our last try. Now that looks like it's caught. It'll still be a second before we know for sure. Yeah, it looks like it's caught. Now let's go ahead and pile up all this dust that we work so hard for right on top of it while that wind blows. And I don't think I want to chance the shavings tinder bundle, so let's use some leaves.
Look how big that ember is.
Good night, that's a big ember. Almost wasn't dry enough. I didn't feel it on it though, but apparently it almost wasn't dry enough. All right, so here's our bearing block end. It did a great job. If you have not tried a Fatwood bearing block yet, I don't know what you're waiting on. It's great for a bow drill bearing block. And the water oak produced. And that's what I've been trying to tell people. Most any wood sufficiently dry, subjected to enough friction, is usually going to make a bow drill ember. And we proved it again here today. All right, y'all. I appreciate you joining me on this one. We'll catch you on the next one.